Okay, B'Shem Hashem Nasim Nasiach, we continue with our limud. Gimel Tevet Tavshin Pei Dalet. We would like to learn about month of Kislev and Chanukah. That this way we should be prepared for Chanukah. As we know, even when Mashiach comes, we will still have Chanukah and Purim. So the month of Kislev is the month of Tiferet. So it's the month of Tiferet. ולפי זה צריך שיזהר ביותר שלא יהיות הולך רכיל מגלה סוד החודש הזה תפה מעיה מכל חודשים וכן לעניין סרח גזל וגנבה ואכילת איסור. One is to be very careful not to reveal certain sort of the Torah, right, that are not fit to be revealed to others. Right. Also, a person needs to be careful about gezel and geneva. Ba'achilat isur, stealing, unintentionally, obviously, always a person needs to be careful, but especially on this month. Right. And also refraining from eating that which is asur. Because of the pegam of the gadol, there is a pegam gadol that it leaves a person big blemish on his neshama. Ve'izahel v'chvod aviv ve'imo yoter ve'yoter misha'ar chodshei hashana. And a person needs to be very careful about kivud avihem during the month of Kislev, more than other months of the year. Right? As it says in the sefer kaf achat v'chodesh hazeh hu kemo bechinat chodesh Sivan. That this month is like the month of Sivan, is similar to month of Sivan. Yesh lichrot beyom chavdalet Kislev sefer Chagai. One should learn from sefer Chagai on 24th of Kislev. On 14th of month of Kislev, Reuven was born. Okay. Now, second halacha, Harav Felaji A'H in Moed Lkol Hai brings, Zachor et tishkach la'asot, hatichon beyom mishmeret erev rosh chodesh Kislev, kefi asher sideh besefer ma'aseh sadaqah, ומשמרת ערב ראש חודש טבע אנחנו נוהגים לעשות תענית ביום כ"ג כסלו וכשעשו talks about the תעניות that a person needs to remember to fast ערב ראש חודש כסלו. Also there is another fast on 23rd of Kislev. Now, Yom Gimel Kislev, Yom Bet, now this day, anyways, Ra'ui lekol more seder, sheyusi karuz al amirat Baruch Aleinu. A person needs to be very careful. We start saying the Baruch Aleinu during the month of Kislev. Right? A person needs to prepare himself. Keshechal Yom deim lo amar afilu b'layla rishona be'arbit tzarich lachzor, because as we know the halacha is, right, here in Chutz La'aretz we start from December 5th, right, and during the month of Kislev that they Chutz La'aretz they start saying Baruch Aleinu. Even if a person made a mistake the first night Arvit and he didn't correct himself, he needs to repeat Shemona Esrei. וכמו שכתב בשערי ציבור, ואפילו בארץ ישראל, בזמניהם ומכל שכן ימחל בשבת, בליל מוצאי שבת, הוא בתורת חיוב וחזרה והתפלל, ויתנו ליבם שלא לשכוח. So a person needs to be careful, he needs to pay attention. Even if he forgot on the Arvit, on Arvit, he needs to repeat. הביטו וראו דבכל י"ב חודשי השנה לא תימסה דהנשים יוצאות לשוק כדי לבקר לקרוביהם וכיוצא כמו בחנוכה. Now, during the whole year, says Harav Hayim Felaji, we don't find ladies going out to marketplaces to greet each other, right? Like on Chanukah. On Chanukah, apparently, it used to be that they would go out to see each other more than other times of the year. Because this is the time that most of a lot of people go out to greet each other. Moed Lkol Hai. So you find a lot of ladies. Therefore, Harav Felaji Alav Shalom, back then he's giving advice that every husband should tell his wife or his daughter or sister, Delo teste isha bechol yom. Again, b'ma isha yoseh, that do not go out every day for no reason. And if the wife goes out, or if the lady goes out, lo mechush tet harbe. ובגידי חמודות כי כל כבודה בת מלך בנימה, that she needs to be dressed and she shouldn't be just hanging out for no good reason. Right? A Jewish wife or a Jewish girl, daughter, is compared to a bat melech, a daughter of the king. So daughter of the king is in the palace, is not in the streets. שלא תישא עיניו בעוברים ושבים שלא יחטא בה ונירא האיש מעוון האישה ההיא. And this way also a man needs to be careful during this time of the year. Back then, that ladies would be in the marketplaces to have more shemirat enayim, to watch his eyes. En chabot ner Chanukah b'leil Shabbat al yedei goy. Now, are you allowed to ask a goy to come? Velomar legoy she'adnecha b'boker yom Shabbat Chanukah. You cannot ask a goy to light the ner of Chanukah for you or to turn it off. כלי חרס יועיל לילה אחד, אבל לילה שני לא ידליק באותו כלי חרס. And the sefer, so this doesn't apply to our times right now. בחנוכה יש למנוע Now, this is a chidush. Harav Hayim Felaji A'H says that during Chanukah, husband and wife should not be together, right? But this doesn't mean if it's the night of Tevilah, obviously there's a mitzvah and they should be together, right? And one needs to be careful if there is the need that they should be together. If the husband has a need, they should definitely be together. That this way they should not be isur of qari. Now, if a person is blind, cannot see, he should light the menorah without beracha. And it's better to do it al yedei shaliach. What about Avel? Says the Avel would say beracha she'echyanu at home, not in Beit HaKnesset. אם הדליק בבית או שעתיד להדליק לו יברך על הראייה. If a person lights menorah at home, later sees another menorah, there is no bracha on ראייה of seeing another menorah. ותפילה לדוד כתב, דאם לא שמע ברכות מהמדליק, אף על פי שמדליקים בביתו, או נשתתף פריטי, יברך על הראייה שעשה ניסים יואנשם. But however, there is an argument, right, that sefer Tefillat David writes, if he didn't hear the brachot, or even though that he already did the mitzvah at home, or he was he became a partner with peruta with another person's menorah, he still makes bracha of shasa nisim and reiyah of seeing one's menorah. Bechanukah lo yelech lebet hakevarot. This is something that comes up a lot. Are you allowed to go to Bet HaKevarot for your side of your beloved ones during the month, during Chanukah? The answer is no, you can't. Because we want to refrain from anything that will cause a person sadness. By going to Bet HaKevarot, a person becomes sad. Right? So what's the halacha? One should go before Chanukah, or one should go after Chanukah, but not during the Chanukah itself. Harav Felaji A'H says if your side is during Chanukah, then you should go before Chanukah. בחנוכה ובפורים אין לומר השיר של אותו יום. Oh, this is different than our minhag. Says that Harav Felaji A'H, Hayim Felaji A'H holds that during Chanukah or Purim we do not say the shir yom. But he goes on to say, "Ze talui b'minhag hamaqam." This is based on a minhag custom of the place. So we Sephardim from Iran, we do say the Shir Hayom, and also we say the Shir of Chanukah. כתב בספר הזכירה, סגולה לשמירה מעולה כל השנה, שיומן בחנוכה כל לילה, אחר הדלקת נרות, Sheva pe'amim ve'i noam. So it is written in the sefer Zechira. There is a big segula of protection for a person during Chanukah when he lights the menorah to say ve'i noam Yoshev Seter Elyon 7 times. Katav Rabbeinu שבגולה רבין חסידה זכותו יגן עלינו. In the sefer המורה יזהר, so he writes in that sefer, יזהר מאוד בהדלקת בזמנו הוא בעצמו. A person needs to be very careful to light his menorah, right, himself in its most proper time. ואל יסמוך על ידי ומשרת. Do not give this mitzvah to a shaliach. The mitzvah, right? So that's why it says, ואני, and Rabbeinu Felaji A'H says, ואני עבדו מוסיף על דבריו. He comes to add to his words, כיוון שהוא בעצמו מדליק יכול לתלוך תחילה הפתילות עם כשרות, יש בזה מכונה גדולה. Because he is lighting it himself, he can check, he can make sure that these petilot are kosher, right? But if you give this mitzvah to someone else, maybe that person doesn't know, and it comes out to be that the shaliach did the mitzvah improperly. המליך בשעבה נכון לקבוע כל אחד גבוה מחברו משום מעלים בקודש. So, according to Harav Hayim Felaji A'H, if a person is using candles of shava, maybe they are wax, then it's better נכון לקבוע כל אחד גבוה מחברו. Each candle should be bigger than the other one. That this way, מעלים בקודש, you go up in the candles. ונכון להדיר בשמן זית מצווה מן המובחר. So Rabbeinu Felaji A'H says, the most proper way of doing lighting the menorah candles is using shemen zait, olive oil. And one needs to make sure they hader a mitzvah, needs to do this mitzvah with hidur. That is, the menorah that is using is clean and is very beautiful by kol l'shem shamayim, and everything needs to be for the sake of heavens. And it's better shemen zait. ובספר שמי חגיגה רמז So there is a remez about shemen, as we know the mitzvah of menorah was with shemen, so we try to do the same. Now, what type of shemen? Shemen zait zach, pure olive oil. Okay, והובא דבריו אליה רבה. מה שרמז בדבר דברו והשתי מי שזכה לעשות נרות חנוכה מכסף. Praiseworthy if a person is zoche to do Nerot Chanukah from silver. That the menorah he has is made from silver. ומגם אם יישא בביתו תיבה של כסף לעבר אשר ישאף. So it goes on to explain how important it is to have a menorah made from kesef. מנה 15 כלים הראויים לנר חנוכה והראשון כלי זהב והשני כלי כסף. That in Beit HaMikdash where they had the kelim, the best option for menorah was from kesef. No, from zahab. And then second to the best was from silver. הזהיר מאוד בספר מורה באספה שיזדרז שלא ישכח על הניסים בתפילה. So says that based on the sefer מורה באספה, a person needs to be very careful not to forget saying על הניסים in tefillah or in Birkat Hamazon. As we know, the halacha is if a person forgot to say al hanisim, he doesn't go back. But be careful not to miss it. והתיקון הוא עמל עם ספר. ואם שכח לגמרי יאמר. If a person forgot to say it completely, if he forgot to say it, before he says Berachat or Peri HaGefen, after the Birkat Hamazon, he can say Al Hanisim there. but he doesn't need to go back. He just he says the Al Nisim. Now, if a person forgot Al Nisim because of his own, he can say it in the section of Harachman Hu. ולפי סדר רדב"ז החדשות אם לכל לומר על הנסים קודם שים שלום בין ברכה לברכה וברכי יוסף. Also, Rabbeinu Felaji A'H says, if a person wants to pray Tefillat Nedava, he can do that. And obviously, in the Tefillat Nedava, he's going to make up for the Al Hanisim that he forgot. So, Harav Felaji A'H brings in halakha, right, from sefer Moed Espa. Ner Chanukah yadi kodem ner Shabbat. That obviously, halakha is like this, that the ner Chanukah comes before ner Shabbat. As is brought in Harav Hayim Siman Samech Gimel Resh. באיש אין בגידה, אבל באישה יש להחמיר. Now what happens? The menorah needs to be lit by man, by the father of household, and Shabbat candles by mother. ועוד כתב במוצאי שבת ידליק נר חנוכה אחר הבדלה. What about מוצאי שבת? The halacha is you do הבדלה at home and then Chanukah. In Bet HaKnesset is opposite. Also why we do that? Because Tadi v'sheno Tadi Tadi Godem. Havdalah is more common than Hadarat Nerot Chanukah. So that comes first. But in Bet HaKnesset, you don't want people to leave, so you say Havdalah first. לא יוציא הימים הללו המוקדשים בשחוק וגלות ראש. A person should not allow these days pass by with laughter and lightheadedness, wasting the days of Chanukah. Because during these days we are chayavim, leodot lishmo itbarach. We are chayav, we are obligated to praise Hashem and to recognize Hashem's miracles. ולמי שיש לו לב כוח דיבר האיש. A person who has a heart, he definitely takes this into account, making sure to thank Hashem. Now, Rabbeinu Felaji A'H says there is a mitzvah min hamubchar to prepare a keli, a container that is set aside to light 22 sha'ot. לחלק בכל ליל שיעור חצי שעה. How is that? That you make sure that every night you have at least half an hour and you have this oil enough for all the Chanukah, and this oil that you set it aside, it helps it's a Usekulatan Neinasel Marikat Din Moed. It will help a person from Din Moed. Lo Yomar Ner Shel Chanukah Kislev Rashal. One should not say Ner Shel Chanukah. The halacha is that we say Lahadlik Ner Chanukah. We don't say Shel. And one of the explanation is because the Birkat of Lahadlik Ner Chanukah has 13 words. And each one of these words stand for one of the attributes of Hashem, of the Yud Gimel Midot Rachamim. Ella, so we say Ner Chanukah. Vehu sod gadol ve'en nashanot. There is a sod here and we don't change it. Achenu Ashkenazim, they say Ner Shel Chanukah. And this is also what Arizal was makpid about it. Katav Rabbeinu Arizal Igar HaKavana Benarot Chanukah Leorid Lemata Hara Lemalchut. So Arizal says, what is the main Kavana of lighting the candles of Chanukah? Is to bring down the Malchut. The Hara Malchut Keiru Haya Zivugim Ba'ala. Like a person, husband and wife, that they are together, Panim Bepanim Shavelo Ala Keter. Uberem HaChevarim Uteren Eruin Delay. That there is a Ichud. Just like the husband and wife, that when they come together at Kavyachol, we bring Manchut to ourselves. And this is like the Zibuk. So according to Rabbeinu Yonah, one is to finish lighting the hadakah of the first candles. Obviously, one is to take the flame, making sure that the oil is burning and not just the plastic around the petil. So Rabbeinu Felaji A'H explains, Chanukah Rashi Tevot Chet Nerot V'Halacha Kibet Hillel. Chanukah is the Rashi Tevot, eight Nerot, and that halacha is like Bet Hillel. As we know, there is an argument between Bet Hillel and Bet Shammai, and we hold like Bet Hillel that Ma'alin beChodesh velo moridin. That we add to the light, we add to the candles. So that is chet, that is 8 candles. And Mashiach is the Rashi Tevot Madlich Shemona Yemei Chanukah. Nechmad Nemar'eh Rashi Tevot Nechmad Ner Chanukah Mem Daled Ta'olam Sameach Birot Nerenot Chanukah Shezorachim Anesim Asul Abuteinu. That the Olam is happy about this light of candles. As we know, there is no mitzvah of Seudah during the month, during Chanukah. But if a person would have a Seudah with bread, and he gives Shevach Ve'odah to Hashem, that Seudah becomes Seudat mitzvah. Afar Gab, the Goyim, Einan, Metamein, even though that Goyim are not Tameh, because they don't have Kedusha,